What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today. And today we have the November 2021 Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's massive Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport update. As you guys were able to see by the title and the thumbnail, we finally have the one and only blank. We will see that later in the update, which I'm super excited about. But we also have 22 total new models. We have a ton of international movements and a ton of American Airlines movements here at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport for today's airport update. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you guys are on a fantastic day. Super excited for today's update. As you guys can see by the title and thumbnail, massive Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport update in store today. I've been envisioning this update for such a long time. I'm so excited to get into it, everybody. Massive update ahead after Massive Unboxing 16, and you guys are not going to want to miss this, so be sure to stay tuned. We have a ton to get into in this airport update as it's massive, and Dallas always takes a good 40-50 minutes, even to an hour sometimes. So with all that being said, everybody, let's get started. We'll begin right here with this American Eagle Embraer CRJ-900'S. This is currently on the behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Evansville, Indiana, and we'll be heading out to Calgary in Canada. Next up, currently taxiing in after landing, right here we have this UPS McDonnell MD-11 freighter. This guy's currently taxiing in from, I pounced at Indianapolis, but Louisville, Kentucky, and is going to be heading out to Ontario, California. A very new common theme that you guys will see throughout airport updates here at Dallas now is the amount of regional jets taxiing on the taxiways. We'll talk about that more when we get to the regional jet concourse, but I did want to mention that because you're going to see a lot of them. But right here, we have the Mesa House livery CRJ-900 for American Eagle right here. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Lafayette and is going to be heading out to Jackson, Mississippi following as such. Next up, currently taxiing in right here, we have this American Airlines Airbus E300 with Sharklets, pardon me. This is the Gemini Jet's 2018 release. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Kansas City and will be heading out to Eagle County Regional Airport in Bell, Colorado next. Last but certainly not least for the taxiing aircraft for the moment, right here we have this Vita Aerobus Airbus A320 with fence tips. This guy's currently taxiing in from Monterrey, Mexico, and will be heading out to Mexico City following as such. Really nice lineup. Let's proceed into Terminal E. Alrighty, transitioning into Terminal E, we have some awesome aircraft right here. Super excited to get into this lineup, so let's get started. Right here we have an American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-700. This guy's currently on the behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Bluntsville and is going to be heading out to Manhattan, Kansas following as such. Next up, we have the first brand new model. We have so many of them, so be ready to see all the new models. This is the Spirit Airlines Airbus E300, the RM Model Store exclusive by Panda Models. You can go find it on the RM Model Store if you'd like to buy it. It's a great model. Review the Massive Unboxing 16, just like many of the new models. Wink, wink. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from let's go with Las Vegas for him, and he's going to be heading out to Orlando MCO following as such, looking really good. Our next aircraft, I know it's hard to see, I apologize. The terminal got messed up, so the shade's really bad, so I apologize. I'll try to have that fixed for the next update. But it's Spirit Airlines Airbus E320neo. This is the Gemini Jet's 2020 release. This guy's currently making a service in from Fort Lauderdale and will be heading out to Phoenix Sky Harbor next, looking good. Our next model is the Spirit Airlines Airbus A321 by NG Models, so we kind of have a little bit of everything for Spirit here, and that fence tip aircraft really adds some awesome variety into the lineup. I really like it. Nevertheless, this Airbus A321's currently going to be making a non-stop service out to Atlanta after coming in from Los Angeles. And I know it's hard to see, I apologize. Probably not the absolute best debut for it. But back there in the back, as you can see the wolf on the tail, we have our brand new Frontier Airbus A321. This is Virginia the Wolf, another brand new model for my collection. I really like it. What a great model. This guy's currently making a service in from Denver, Colorado, and is going to be heading out to Miami next. So looking really nice. And we'll transition over there into the Delta lineup next, so here we go. Alrighty, take a look at this beautiful lineup right here at the East Satellite Terminal. Looking really nice right here, or pardon me, really nice right here, pardon me. Let's get into this lineup. We'll start in the back over there with that American Eagle Embraer ERJ-145, the first one, the update, operating on behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Champaign and is going to be heading out to Fort Smith, Arkansas. Next up, we have an American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-700 operating on behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Laredo, Texas, and is going to be heading out to South Bend, Indiana, home of Notre Dame University. In our next aircraft, another brand new model for the collection, really nice one in my opinion. This is the SkyWest house delivery Bombardier CRJ-900, like I talked about in the unboxing. Actually, the miscues unboxing is where we're going to be talking about this. I'll talk about that more at the end of the video. I think I mentioned it in some video at some point before this. But regardless, this review will be coming. It's a really, really nice model. Very, very happy to have it. It looks great. Very pleased with it, as you can tell. So I'm very glad to have this. Like I said, sorry for repeating myself. I'm just really glad to have it, if you can't tell. Okay, anyways, this guy is currently making is operating for American Eagle, of course. This guy's currently coming in from, let's go with Columbia, Missouri, or, not Missouri, my bad. South Carolina. It may be Missouri, it's one or the other, for this guy with 700 route. And it's going to be heading out to Aspen, Colorado following as such. But really glad to have the model. It's really nice. And some really good regional jet variety that I've been dying for. Really, really good job by Gemini Jets right here. We'll head back into Terminal E now officially. Alrighty, transitioning back into Terminal D, we have an awesome looking Delta section right here. Let's begin with this Delta Airlines Airbus E300. This guy's currently loading up with a non-stop service out to Boston Logan International Airport after coming in from... Sorry guys, I'm just trying to organize everything. Let's go with Salt Lake City. Really good looking right there, and still very happy to see the Boston route. Glad to get the 300 in here. I think it just substitutes in along with a couple scheduled flights, so looking really good. Delta Airlines Airbus E320. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Los Angeles, and we'll be heading out to... We'll go with Detroit. There's been a lot of fluctuations, so it's kind of hard to decide which routes, but I think those will be the ones we go with today. Delta Airlines Airbus A220-100. This guy's currently making a service in from New York John F. Kennedy after coming in from New York LaGuardia, so looking good as well. And last but certainly not least, we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A321. This guy's currently coming in from Atlanta or Citrus Aviation's airport and is going to be heading out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Feel free to submit local fan pictures and subscriber routes. Really appreciate those. There should be some local fan pictures later in this video as well. So looking really nice. Let's transition back over into the other side of the concourse. Take a look at this beautiful lineup, everybody. Super excited to have all these new models in this frame. They look absolutely amazing. We'll start down here at the bottom, or actually let's start at the top. We have quite a few new models, so I'm just trying to decide. But let's begin up there with a brand new model. This is the JetBlue Airbus A320, the R Model Store exclusive as well. This is in the Spotlight tail with fence tips. Really, really poppin' tail. Really glad to have this model. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from New York John F. Kennedy and is going to be heading out to Boston Logan as well, just like the Delta was. Looking really good. Following as such, we have a model I've been wanting for such a long time. Got very close numerous times to buying the Gemini Jets version, but I'm ultimately very glad I decided to hold out. This has been a moment that I've been waiting for such a long time. With the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER by NG models in the normal livery. What a fantastic model this is. Between the mold, the livery, and the quality of this model, there's nothing more that I would want with this model, and I'm super, super glad to have it. Finally, some proper rotation, and won't have to use every special livery for all these 900s now. So really, really happy to have this. What an amazing model. Don't worry, we will be seeing the One World, just not today, because we have so many aircraft to go through. But regardless, we have this Alaska Airlines 737-900ER by NG models. This will be seen many times in the next updates for Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. But this guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Seattle Tacoma International Airport and is going to be heading out to Portland International Airport. Really glad to have this model. It's such a good one. Highly recommended if you can still find it. Well done, NG models. Next up, we have the United Airlines Airbus A320. United have been doing quite a bit of good mainline here as of late, as we can see, looking really good. This particular airframe, though, is going to be making a non-stop service out to Newark. Or, pardon me, sorry, how about Denver after coming in from Washington Dulles, which is still mainline, which is really cool. I'm pretty sure the last update it was mainline as well, but I'm pretty sure I saw mainline for it once again. So, really, really nice to see that, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. Currently pushing back right there. I wish I could get a better angle of the aircraft. Actually, let's just move the camera here. There we go. Right here we have the debut of the United Airlines 737-700 in the Star Alliance livery with split Cemetars. Very, very pleased to have an accurate representation of one of these now, because obviously the wingleted ones were fitted with splits a while ago now, but really, really excited to have this. This guy currently has a non-stop service in from Newark International Airport and is going to be heading out to Houston Intercontinental International Airport. Very glad to see the main line to Houston. I thought that was a really good move. Really, really glad to have that. They also have some 737-800s as well, which is really cool. So really glad to have this model. It's absolutely stunning, and that goes for every new model I got. Very happy with it. Well done by the one and only NG Models. And then I'm just going to pan over the camera since we're close. Right here we have the oh sorry, I didn't mean for the tripod to be so rocky. Right here we have the United Express number CRJ-900'S. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from San Francisco International Airport, and is going to be heading out to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. They also have 737-800s on that, but the 175 was here, and obviously we have San Francisco, so I decided to go for the 175 here to kind of make everything work. By the way, that is SkyWest Airlines as well. Really nice job here by NG and Gemini and all these guys. They have done such a good job, and Panda Models as well. We'll transition into our next models following as such. Right here we have an American Airlines Airbus E300 with fence tips. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Pittsburgh and is going to be heading out to Buffalo. Tons of A319 routes. We'll definitely be encompassing those through this update. Next up we have this American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900 on the behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Dayton, pardon me, and is going to be heading out to Santa Fe, New Mexico. Next up we have the Aeromexico Connect Embraer CRJ-190 currently making a non-stop service in from Mexico City, Mexico, looking really nice. Next right here we have this American Airlines 737-800 in the Reno Heritage paint scheme. What a beautiful livery. This guy's currently coming in from Las Vegas and is going to be heading out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Congratulations to Albuquerque on getting Austin to Albuquerque. I thought that was really cool for American Eagle. Really nice. Alrighty, transitioning over into the expansion, that looks really nice. We'll begin up there with that American Airlines Airbus E319 with fence tips. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Cleveland, Ohio, and is going to be heading out to Columbus, also in Ohio, looking really good. American Airlines Airbus E321 with Sharklets. This guy's currently making a service in from Milwaukee, which was a new ad. I thought that was really interesting. And it's also going to be heading out to Jacksonville, which I didn't see previously either, so I thought that was really cool. American Airlines 737-800. This guy's currently making a service in from San Jose, California, and is going to be heading out to Norfolk, looking really good. And currently pushing back from the gate right there, we have that American Airlines Airbus A321. However, this one has fence tips. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from San Diego, California, and is going to be heading out to Boston, Massachusetts. Next up, we have this American Airlines 787-9. This guy's currently loading up with a non-stop cargo-only service out to the one and only Beijing. Looking good. Alrighty, so right here we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This is in the chrome livery. Now, this is the NG Models version, so it isn't the heritage aircraft technically, but the mold's so nice on this aircraft, and it's such a beautiful one. I definitely wanted to include it and mix and match it like I talked about previously, so here we are in some gorgeous lighting as well. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Detroit Metropolitan International Airport, and is going to be heading out to West Palm Beach International Airport, looking really good. Next up, we have this American Airlines 787-8. This guy's currently making a non-stop service out to Seoul, South Korea, which I believe is still on the 787-8. That looks really good. And this guy's also going to be heading out to Chicago O'Hare following as such, looking really good. Next up, we have this American Airlines Boeing 777-200DR. This guy's currently making a non-stop service out to Cancun, Mexico after coming in from Bogota, which I'm pretty sure wasn't here previously, so really glad to see that. We'll also see some other, or we've had it previously, but it wasn't there last month, or pardon me, last month. I can't talk today. We'll also see some new 777 domestic routes here in a little bit, so very excited for that. Looking really nice. Man, take a look at this lineup, everybody. This has been one I have been dying to see for such a long time, and I'm so excited to get into this lineup. So let's get started. Right here we have this American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Honolulu, Hawaii, and following as such, he's going to be flying the non-stop AA Flight 51, or that's the inbound, so AA 52, pardon me, or it's 50 or 52, one or the other, with the non-stop service back out to London Heathrow. Really love that route, and I'm really glad to see it sustaining so well. Next up, man, just like the Frontier, or actually, I'm sorry, it was the Alaska 737-900. This has also been a huge mission gap for such a long time. Just like the Gemini Alaska, I've been trying to get the Phoenix one for a while, and I'm super glad I ended up holding out because, wow, how about this? Right here, everybody, we have the Japan Airlines Boeing 787-9, the JAL 787-9. Super excited to add this into the collection. The international lineup at DFW has got so good, especially over the last year, and honestly, I'm not missing too many aircraft, if any, now. The Turkish 789 for Gemini should be coming in very soon as well, and then we also have a huge international airline route announcement that I'll announce at the end of the video rather than with these, because don't want to make the update too long until the end, and that's where I'm going to ramble at. But regardless, super glad to have this model today. This guy's currently making the non-stop service out to Tokyo, Narita. Like I said, super excited to have this. A huge huge missing gap is finally filled, and this has been one I've seen many times at DFW in early morning layovers. So very, very glad to have this one. It looks awesome, and I'm so excited for what's to come with JAL. Next up, we also have another brand new model. However, this time this is a replacement. If I didn't have this model, I would have been very happy as well, but I'm super happy to have this amazing replacement. The Lufthansa Airlines Airbus A330-300 in the new livery. Looks absolutely stunning. This guy's got non-stop service out to Frankfurt, Germany. Now, it still is the Airbus E340 currently, but I thought to kind of mix some things up, and plus I think they're going to keep the 340 for what it looks like at the moment. So I do feel comfortable getting the 330 in here for one update, but if it's the 340 next month, we will keep the 340. And I just wanted to get this in here, like I said, simply because it's a brand new model, and I wanted to get as many new models in here as possible. So looking really good. Very, very glad to have this one as well. It's awesome. Transitioning over into Terminal C, here we go. First in line knows this American Airlines Airbus A321 with fence tips. This guy's currently coming in from Portland and is going to be heading out to Salt Lake City following as such. Alrighty, everybody, here we go with another 5 brand new models, and I'm sure you guys can tell which ones these are. These are the brand new, or kind of still new, Blue Box / Aero Classics American Airlines Heritage livery aircraft. Once again, thank you so much, Jet Collector, for making these possible. Was able to get these for a pretty solid deal. Very, very glad to have these, and I think it's a nice formal uniform replacements for the previous kind of hybrid system we had going. So very, very glad to have these. These are absolutely awesome. We have all 5 of them lined up right here. Pardon me. We're going to be getting down here at the bottom. If anybody has these models too and would like to do realistic subscriber routes, that's also in the cards as well. But beginning right here, we have the American Airlines Airbus E319. This is in the America West Heritage paint scheme. This guy's currently coming in from Wichita and is going to be heading out to St. Louis. We got the PSA Airbus A319 popping over there. This guy's currently coming in from Des Moines and is going to be heading out to Myrtle Beach. We have the Piedmont Airbus A319. This guy's going to be coming in from Wilmington and is going to be heading out to Montrose. And we have the Allegheny Airbus A319. This guy's currently coming in from Bozeman and is going to be heading out to Santa Barbara, California. And then there in the back, you guys can probably barely see it, but we have the US Airways Airbus A321 Retro for American, of course. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Charlotte, of course, gotta represent. And then he's going to be heading out to Philadelphia as well to represent. And in the back right there, I know they're kind of hard to see, but since we're here, we might as well grab them. Get the Boutique PC-12. This guy's currently taxing in from, I of course forgot it. Carlsbad is going to be heading back out there soon. And then back there in the very back, we have an American Airlines Embraer ERJ-175 American Eagle, pardon me, on the behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's currently got a non-stop service in from, let's go with Springfield, and he's going to be heading out to Little Rock. There's a much better look at the American Eagle Embraer ERJ-175 currently on takeoff rollback there, looking really nice. We'll transition into the other side of Terminal C right now. I'll get a better view of the aircraft in the middle at some point during the update, so we'll be back over there in a moment. But we'll begin right here with this American Airlines 787-9. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from, okay, we have quite a few routes, so let me get everything sorted here. Let's go with Los Angeles for this guy, and he's going to be heading out to, yeah, let's go with Chicago O'Hare for him as well. The triples have been kind of inconsistent for the Hawaii route, so I'm going to leave the triples to do the Hawaii stuff. So there we go. American Airlines 737-800. This guy's currently pushing back with a non-stop service out to Indianapolis after coming in from Cozumel, looking really good. Another new model. This is the second release American Airlines 737 MAX 8. Looks really good. Interesting to compare it to all these colors here as well. Very interesting indeed, but I think it does look pretty good. This guy currently has a non-stop service in from Miami and will be heading back out there. The only MAX route here at DFW at the current time. Sorry for talking a little fast. I'll slow down a little bit. Next up, American Airlines 737-800. This guy's currently coming in from New York LaGuardia's not international. I think it's just a normal, it may be international. Regardless, New York LaGuardia, and is going to be heading out to Nassau following as such. And last but certainly not least for Terminal C, American Airlines Airbus A320 with IAE engines. The A320 is still going strong here at Dallas. Pardon me. This guy's currently coming in from El Paso and is going to be heading out to Eugene, Oregon, looking really good. And I'm sorry, I forgot to cover that taxiing inbound Airbus A320 there in the back, but we do have another A320 with CFM engines right there. This guy's currently making non-stop service in from, let's go with Memphis for him, and he's going to be making a service up to Pittsburgh following as such. So really nice looking lineup right there. Let's transition into Terminal A. Here we go, everybody. Wow. My goodness. I honestly am at a loss for words. I don't even know what to say to this lineup right here. Besides, thank you, Gemini Jets. The patience has paid off, everybody. I seriously cannot believe we're here right now looking at this. But right here, we have not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900'S by Gemini Jets in the 400 scale die-cast model aircraft here at Terminal B at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. I have envisioned this for such a long time. The lighting is killer for this debut. We have all 5 American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900'S right here, right now. I am so happy to have these. They look absolutely amazing. And man, I don't even know what to say. I seriously don't. I know we've introduced it in a couple updates and everything to this point, but to see it here where it's meant to be at home is just unbelievable. I can't thank Gemini Jets enough for making this possible once again. It's just unreal to have this lineup. You know, we've talked about this in so many updates. Having American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900'S would be just the final step to having a really nice and realistic Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. And Gemini Jets has made it happen. It's absolutely crazy. As you guys can probably tell, I have fixed the first 4. The last one I've left untouched just to have one that was in its original condition. But these 4, 3 of them, the horizontal stabilizers were fine, so I only fixed 1 horizontal stabilizer, and then all 4 of the landing gear, of course. But my goodness, they look absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad to have these, and what a monumental moment and unit right here at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport on this beautiful Thursday evening, November 18th, 2021, in some beautiful golden hour lighting at approximately 4:23 p.m. Central Time. Wow. How about this? It's unreal. Probably the most monumental moment since the American MD-80 send-off back in September 2019, to be quite honest. And my goodness, I could not be any more pleased with this lineup. They look so good. Wow. Okay. I don't want to make this update too long, but I definitely had to give a little speech right there because that's just unreal. Be sure to check out the unboxing video and the previous updates if you haven't got to see those, because it's definitely worth it to see how much it took to get the American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900'S. But we are finally here in late 2021. And these are just going to be amazing for the collection. Of course, with Dallas, I just want to go over a couple things with these. Of course, they're not all 5 going to be lined up by each other in every airport update. I just had to have them right here in this airport update to debut them all together. So you will see them scattered out through the taxiway and everything. We'll get a beautiful up-close look with these American Eagle CRJ-900'S. The Mesa House liveries are still going to be used, and I'm still tempted to do the all-gray blank livery as I've talked about previously. So that's definitely not out of the cards. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of, you know, we're obviously running out of gates, which it's crazy to think about. Only 3 years ago, we were barely filling up this section to now we have more regional jets taxiing on the taxiway than what we do have parked at the gate. I may try, I don't know if I could do some sort of expansion. There's not really any room to do as such with the fold-up table setup. I really don't know. Hopefully we can figure something out. Maybe I could branch out somewhere and try to add a little bit of room. But regardless, it doesn't matter. We'll talk about those things at a later date. We're just trying to get reestablished. And to be in this moment is seriously such an accomplishment. So thank you so much, Gemini Jets. We have 5 American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900'S. Absolutely perfect amount. Let's begin up there with the first one. This American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900 on the behalf of Mesa Airlines. Mesa, for all of these, I'll throw in a PSA 1 at the end since they've been in a little bit, but Mesa's been the flagship. Of course, they have the majority of them with the normal winglets, but they do have some of them with the slanted winglets. That's definitely what we're going to be representing right here. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in. You guys know I have to do it from Tulsa, Oklahoma, KTUL. It's going to be making a non-stop service out to our first CRJ-900 route outbound. This is a tough choice. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to decide on a good one. Sorry. I'm just trying to decide on a good one. Let's go with Panama City, Florida. Everybody, you can't not deny that Florida is amazing. And then that's one, I think that's the CRJ-900 only route. So in commemoration of that, there it is. The second American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900 in the full flavor livery, operating on the behalf of Mesa Airlines as well. It's currently making a nonstop service in from El Paso, Texas, and is going to be heading out to Tallahassee, Florida. Next up, our third American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900 on behalf of Mesa Airlines. This guy's currently going to be making a service out to McAllen, Texas, after coming in from Peoria, Illinois, looking really good. Our fourth American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900 on behalf of Mesa Airlines is currently making a nonstop service in from, let's go with Jackson, Mississippi, or actually, never mind, we already did Jackson, my bad. Let's go with the Bakersfield, California, and is going to be heading out to, let me see if I can think of one off the top of my head that I think is really cool. Surely they fly these to Colorado Springs, I would think. If not, it is what it is, but we're going to say Colorado Springs. And our last American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900, this one's going to be operating for PS Airlines today. It's currently making a nonstop service in from Daytona Beach, a flight that I took over the summer. It was super, super cool. And this guy's going to be heading out to, pardon me, Knoxville, Tennessee, following as such. Looking really, really good. Once again, thank you so much, Gemini Jets. Absolutely ideal situation to debut these babies. It's a perfect lighting, and wow, what a moment. They're going to have such a critical role through the channel, and I seriously can't thank Gemini Jets enough. What a moment. Wow, I'm just dumbfounded. I am dumbfounded. This is such a moment to encompass right now, but I will never, ever forget it. This is just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Gemini Jets. Well done. We'll transition through the rest of the terminal as we still have a ton of aircraft to go through. Let's do this. Alrighty, here we go, transitioning into the latter half of Terminal B after that amazing moment. We'll get in right here with this American Eagle CRJ-175 on the behalf of Envoy Air, currently pushing back. This guy's going to be heading out to Corpus Christi after coming in from, let's go with Cincinnati, Ohio for him. Next up, we have this American Eagle CRJ-145 on the behalf of Envoy as well. This guy's going to be making a nonstop service out to Wichita Falls after coming in from, let's go with Shreveport for him, looking good. American Airlines Airbus E300 transitioning back in the main line. We have a ton of it, so here we go. American A319, this guy's currently coming in from Savannah, Georgia after coming in from Amarillo, Texas. American Airlines Airbus A321neo looking really good over there. This guy's going to be heading out to Orlando MCO after coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor, looking really good. And we'll get one more over here. While we're over here, we got the American Airlines Airbus Boeing 737-800 and TWA retro paint scheme. Actually, we'll just get a better view. Why not? As it sits right here, this guy's currently making a nonstop service out to Guadalajara, Mexico after coming in from Las Vegas. Next up, we have an American Airlines Airbus A320 with CFM engines. This guy's currently making service out to Sacramento after coming in from Washington Reagan National Airport. American Airlines Airbus A319, this guy is the Sharklet version. This guy has nonstop service out to, there is a new Sharklet destination. I think it's international. I'm going to give it my best try. Hopefully I get it close. I believe it's pronounced, or it's not, I don't know if it's new, but it's a new one that I found. Oaxaca, I think something like that. Oaxaca. Really, really cool to see that. Very, very happy to see that as well. And he's going to be heading out to Oklahoma City. American Airlines 737-800 Astrojet NG models, brand new model. Really, really nice one. You will see the Gemini Jets one throughout here, just like the Chrome situation as well. This guy currently has a nonstop service out to Raleigh, Durham after coming in from, let's go with Richmond for him, looking really good. Pushing back, American Airlines Airbus E321. This guy has a nonstop service out to Tampa after coming in from Denver, Colorado. Another American Airlines Airbus E319 with Sharklets. This guy's currently making nonstop service for us today out to Key West after coming in from Pensacola. American Airlines 737-800. This guy's currently loading up down there at the gate. This guy has a nonstop service for us today out to, pardon me guys, New York John F. Kennedy after coming in from, sorry, there's just a lot of options. We'll go Fresno, California for him. And last but certainly not least, big there at the gate, we have an American Airlines 777-300ER. This guy currently has a non-stop service for us today out to, this will be the Miami flight, and we'll say that he's going to be doing a turn. Sorry about the bad view, but back there we have an American Airlines Airbus E319 with Sharklets. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in today. We're going to say that he's coming in from Tulsa, and he's going to do head over to the hangar for some maintenance following as such. Sorry that I'm doing this, but we're over here, so might as well Over there, right there in the corner, we have an American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900 in the Mesa House livery, operated by Mesa Airlines, of course. This guy's a non-stop service for us today out to Montgomery, and it's going to be coming in from Cedar Rapids, so looking really nice. Alrighty, sorry about not the best view, I apologize, but there's that American A321 I was referring to earlier. This guy's going to be coming in from Atlanta and is going to be heading out to Tucson. Alright, transitioning through, we have this American Airlines Airbus E300 with a non-stop service for us today out to San Antonio after coming in from Oklahoma City. Over there on the right, we have an American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900 on the behalf of Skywest Airlines currently taxiing in. This guy has a non-stop service for us today in from Lubbock, Texas, and is going to be heading out to Huntsville. Huntsville's in Alabama, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong on that. American Airlines 777-200ER. We do have some new 777-200ER routes, which I'm very excited about domestically. This guy's coming in from Orlando, and it's going to be heading out to Charlotte, North Carolina. Those aren't new overall. It's not like the first time they've ever happened or anything. However, these are the first time that these routes are back since, I believe, the summer, which is really nice. So very glad to see that. Next up, we have this American Eagle Embraer ERJ-175 on the behalf, of Envoy Air. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Shreveport and is going to be heading out to Ashersville, looking good. Transitioning into the last side of Terminal A right here. Right here we have an American Airlines Airbus A321. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from San Antonio, Texas, and is going to be heading out to Chicago O'Hare, looking good. American Airlines Airbus A319. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Harrisburg and is going to be heading out to Jackson Hole. That's probably Sharklets, but they probably use fence tips knowing American. Who knows? Right here we have the American Airlines Airbus A321 and stand-up to cancer delivery. Absolutely beautiful model by NG. If you guys did not get a chance to hear, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but the Airplane Shop exclusive this year for Gemini jets is actually going to be a Gemini version of this, which is very exciting. It is a little bit on the higher side. It's $55, so probably about $65 with shipping. However, $5, or they are sending a portion of it. It's $5 over retail, so I'm hoping it's about $5 or so to stand up to cancer donation. So really excited to see that. I will be getting that model. It looks pretty good from the pictures, so we'll have to see, but very excited for that. But anyways, this particular airframe is going to be making a non-stop service for us today out to Ontario after coming in from Houston. And then currently pulling into the gate. Sorry guys, I kind of ran a little short on light. But right here we have the American Airlines 737-800 in the Astrojet livery. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from, sorry, not the Astrojet livery, just normal colors by NG, my bad. Losing my mind over here. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Baltimore BWI and is going to be heading out to, Orange County, Santa Ana John Wayne International Airport. Looking good. Right here we have some American Airlines aircraft currently at the East Hangar, currently getting serviced up a little bit, looking good. The 170's been mainly in Chicago as of late, so that's why it's over here. Hopefully they get some more rolling through Dallas here very soon. Man, if only the CRJ-900'S were not debuting in this update, this would definitely be the thumbnail for today. Really enjoying those new JC Wings tugs. I think they look really good. But right here we have this American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the One World livery. What a nice frame this is. I'm very pleased with this. I'm going to try to do some more close-ups like this, but you know, in some situations I really like to get the full context of the aircraft, but there's only a couple situations where it works out well, and this was definitely a time in the hangar when only half the aircraft was out where it was going to work perfectly, as we can tell. But this aircraft's currently making a C check here, and then he's going to be towed over to the Terminal D, and he's going to be making a non-stop service to somewhere very soon, so looking good. Right here as well, we have an awesome looking heavy section over here. We have an American Airlines 787-8, a Dash 9, and a 777-300ER looking really good. Alrighty, we will not end with the UPS section today, change it up a little bit. So right here we have the UPS Boeing 757-200 freighter. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from, sorry, let me get the sheet here. We'll say Tulsa for this guy, and then he's going to be heading out to Miami. Next up, we have a brand new model as well, UPS Airbus E300. Like I've talked about, very glad to have this model. It's really nice. Very pleased with it from Aero Classics. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Denver and is going to be heading out to Austin, Texas. And currently pulling in, we have a UPS Boeing 767-300 freighter. This guy's currently coming in from Boston and is going to be heading out to Denver, looking good. Beginning right here with the American Airlines 737-800 in the One World livery. This guy's currently coming in from Washington Reagan National Airport or Aviation 18's airport and is going to be heading out to in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Next up, we have an American Airlines Airbus E300'S. This guy's currently coming in from Myrtle Beach and is going to be heading out to Destin, Fort Wadden Beach. Next up, we have an American Eagle number CRJ-900'S on the behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Gulfport and is going to be heading out to Chattanooga. Looking good. Next up right here, we have this private Cessna 172. This guy's currently taxiing in from Waco, Texas, and he's going to be heading out to it's by Houston. I think it's Galveston. I believe that's what it's called, but I'm sure they have some sort of regional airport or small GA airport, so that's where he'll be heading. Final new model right here for the update. Right here we have the Lars Airbus E300 with Sharklets, setting a record. It was, I think it was 23, so I apologize. It was somewhere in the realms of 25, which is just absolutely awesome. So roughly a third of the models that we got in Massive Unboxing 16 were used in this one update, which is really cool. Some of them were retro, some of them were, you know, miscellaneous, like 3 United 737-700s and what was it? Delta 757s. Some of them it just doesn't work, but others, you know, like this one, we can most certainly use. But anyways, this guy's currently making a service in from Guadalajara, and he's going to be heading out to Mexico City following that. Looking good. Next up, we have this American Airlines 737-800 in the AirCal Heritage Retro Paint Scheme. This guy's currently coming in from Los Angeles International Airport, and he's going to be heading out to Nashville International Airport following that. Next up, we have the Canon Express Ember CRJ-170, or 175, pardon me. I keep forgetting. I'm always so used to 170s with these normal winglets. But this guy's currently making a service in from Toronto and is going to be heading out to Montreal. Really glad to see Air Canada doing big things. Hopefully, we'll see maybe WestJet maybe make a reunion back at DFW at some point down the line. But for now, we do have Air Canada, so looking good. Right here we have the British Airways 787-10. This guy's currently coming in from London Heathrow and is going to be heading back out there. Really happy with this aircraft, and it's currently 2 daily, which is just extraordinary for this route, so very pleased with that. There is some news about BA, we'll talk about it in just a moment, but let's get our final aircraft of this airport update covered. Our last aircraft for this airport update is this Fedex Express McDonnell Douglas I'm sorry, guys. I've had a periodic cough, and it's obviously, as you guys can tell, been getting the better of me. But we have this Fedex Express McDonnell Douglas MD-11 freighter. This guy's currently coming in from Indianapolis, and he's going to be heading back out there later, or sorry, let's say actually send him out to Memphis. Pardon me, very soon. I just thought of a really interesting idea. I'm going to see if you guys like it. I'm actually going to stand up and I'm going to turn the microphone around and I'm going to go to the other side, or I'm going to give you guys a big overview of the airport. I'm going to be talking and you guys will be able to see me. So we're going to give this a try. Let me know what you guys think of this, but let's do some concluding thoughts and get our outro going here. Let's go. Alrighty, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's update. If you're wondering why I have my phone in my hand, it's so I can put the audio into this microphone so it sounds a little bit better. But I thought I'd give you guys a big overview of the DFW model airport since I do a lot of the cut motion now, so you guys aren't able to see all of it. So terminal A, B, C, D, E, and then the D expansion, of course. We have the 17s over here, 17 right and 17 center. Over there we have 17 left, or sorry, 18 left. You guys probably can't see it, but we have the cargo UPS center over there and 18 right. And then over here we have the east hangars. So not awful. I've wanted to expand it for such a long time, but there's been a lot of things going on, as you guys know, so I have not got a chance to do as such. But maybe, just maybe one day I'll be able to have a new setup, or new DFWs. So, but it would definitely be 1-to-1 scale. And then of course the curved terminals would, or you know, whatever you'd like to call them, would be pretty gosh darn hard to do. So I'm not quite sure, but want to go into some news things. I know I'm kind of across the table, so let me know if you guys like this format. But we do have a lot of great things going on, particularly international news, and then the 900s, those are awesome as well. But I want to go over the international news that we have at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport here quickly. I don't want to make it too long, but we have some huge news. If you guys saw a couple weeks ago, we had some big announcements for DFW. It's absolutely crazy, so let's get started. So a couple weeks ago, I want to say it was something along the lines of November, probably November 8th-ish, somewhere in there. We got, within the course of 2 days, 2 brand new international carriers announcing service to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. On Monday, we got confirmation that Iberia will be beginning nonstop service to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in April 2022. I believe it's going to be on the 22nd. We do not have a flight schedule nor a aircraft yet, but I'm really excited for Iberia being driven by American, of course, because of One World. This will be our first carrier from Spain, and I believe our 5th or 6th from the Europe area. They're going to be an awesome compliment to Lufthansa, BA, and everybody in that realm if Air France ever chooses to come back. So really excited for for Iberia. They're going to be absolutely awesome. Very excited for Iberia. The next airline that will be coming was announced the next day. That would be another One World carrier in Finnair. They'll be beginning nonstop service to Helsinki, and now Madrid was for Iberia, by the way. I thought you guys would know that, but regardless, I'm sure you guys do, by the way. But getting way off track, Finnair will begin nonstop service to Helsinki. That will be beginning on the Airbus A350 4 times a week, and that will also be in 2022, I believe in February maybe. Really excited for Finnair, also One World carrier, of course, and also in Europe. So it's going to be super exciting to see Finnair here as well. So that Europe bank's really going to be huge between British Airways, Lufthansa, now Iberia, now Finnair. Let's see, am I forgetting anybody? I don't think so. Emirates kind of in that realm, wherever you like to put Emirates. So really excited. And Turkish, of course. I did want to mention Turkish is here now, but I don't have the model yet, so I can't represent that. So really excited about all these announcements, and had the icing on the cake. It is confirmed BA is now going to be sending the Airbus A380 to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, valid of March 27th, 2022. Very excited for it. Definitely going to have to get the Gemini disc release. Very pumped for BA to start that nonstop service. It's going to be absolutely awesome. In other news, for DFW, they did push back the start Tel Aviv and Auckland for Americans, so unfortunate but not surprising. Madrid's supposed to resume December 16th as well, so we'll be encompassing that next month. Tel Aviv's now March 5th, so looking nice. I don't know why, but Auckland is not on the wiki anymore, so hopefully they didn't cut the announcement, but who knows. That is correct. Helsinki, February 7th, 2022. Very excited. Frontier, new routes in April will be beginning. Buffalo, Durango, and Hartford, of course. Madrid, April 22nd for Iberia, which is absolutely awesome. And Qatar as well. I forgot Qatar and that Europe bank. Apparently, Sydney's going to resume for Qantas in February sometime on the 787-9. That's been confirmed, so valid prediction I had. Really eager to see what happens with that. And of course, we have all the cargo stuff. So outside of that, DFW's been doing its thing. Hopefully we're recording here. It is. Okay, cool. So like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's update. Sorry that it's so long, but we have so much to encompass in this huge replica. I would say that we have probably close to 100 models in here. So really excited for what's to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'm premiering this, so if you made it to this point, I really appreciate it. These guys right here, let me come to the front of these American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-900'S are absolutely awesome. Just take a look at these. Hopefully I'm in frame, but just take a look at these, man. These are absolutely awesome, absolutely beautiful. I'll bring one up to the camera just to show you guys how stunning they are. You probably can barely see that, but absolutely beautiful models. Very pleased with those. And then all the new models, for instance, in fact, I should say, for instance, the Volaris and every other model that we have here. So yeah, really excited for what's to come, everybody. Hopefully by next week we'll have the Orange County, Phoenix, and all kinds of great videos on the way. Be sure to stay tuned for everybody. You're not going to want to miss it. There's a lot of great videos coming to the channel, and I've been working super hard, so I'd appreciate every like, subscribe, and everything to come. Be sure to check out all the recent videos that have came out. Massive Boston 16, all the real life videos, all the tier list videos, all the airport updates, and everything that's been coming to the channel. They're absolutely awesome, and I don't want you guys to miss out on them. So feel free to check them out. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much if you made it to this point in the video. But I don't want to make this video any longer dragged out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. So excited for what's to come, like I said. And with all that being said, really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.